Rick Without the K James presents In My Opinion Podcast.
Hey Siri, what is good pussy?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Now, with that said, that's our next question. I brought it up because I am personally tired of hearing women say, "I've got good pussy." Who's judging that? Who's telling you that? And then I hear it's followed up by a woman that, "Well, my ex always wants my pussy again, so it must be good." And I'm here to tell you, first off, women, men only want to fuck something that they've already fucked again, just to know that they can fuck you again. All right, so it's not because you got good pussy. Most of you bitches don't have good pussy. All right, so I want a panel of guys to kind of justify what is good pussy. I'll start it with myself because it's smell, it's the texture, it's the wetness, it's the tightness, it's the, and I'm talking about, obviously it's everything that goes along with fucking someone or making love, whatever. With Ronnie it's loving, right? With the rest of us it's fucking. So I'm like, you ever had a girl who's got decent pussy but then fucking like makes weird noises? It'll fuck up the whole thing. You know what I mean? So not everybody has good pussy, and of course it's gonna be a subjective thing because maybe you're a weirdo and you like certain things, right? So, and I'm a freaky motherfucker, so I just don't understand. I can't wait to hear the female's version on what good pussy is, because half of you women don't have good pussy. And I wish there was like a rating system that we could do.
There is.
Like there was a Tinder for pussies, and we could like notify everybody else. So when you're bragging about your good pussy, they can go to this app and be like, "No, sorry, this bitch only got a 4.5 out of 10. Like, you know what I mean? And there should be, and I guess it could be the same way for good dick, right? Because I know a lot of dudes think that they're giving good dick, but they probably ain't. So, Kevin, Mr. 2.5 minutes, what is good pussy? Is it under the 2.5 minutes, or is it
Good pussy make you last 2.5 minutes.
You hit it on the nose. Like, it's smell. Smell has a lot to do with it. It does. You know the little Kegel muscles that they could flex?
Yeah.
If you could do that, you automatically got above average pussy.
Yeah.
There's mediocre pussy, there's bad pussy, there's okay pussy. Basically, if it was an overall good experience, if I left the situation feeling better than I did before I walked into the situation, that kind of like sums it up as good pussy. I don't know, it's weird. I fuck a lot of white girls. Like, go figure, right? I'm a white guy, right? So I fuck a lot of white girls. And I fuck young white girls, middle-aged white girls, old white girls, and then you'll go into some young pussy and you'll be like, "Oh, this is gonna be some young pussy." But then the young pussy be whooped. You're like, "What the fuck happened?" You're let down. Right? You're like, "That's not what I expected." And then you go into some 46-year-old throwback snapper, and then you're like, "Oh shit, she just broke me off." So I try not to go into the pussy like with preconceived notions, because you'll never know when you'll be surprised.
Question, I never had white pussy. Is the mouth as good as they say it is?
It's hit and miss. I mean, honestly, God,
it depends on the girl.
Yeah, it does depend on the girl. Like, it really is all hit and miss.
I got you.
Yeah, I really don't like white girls.
I don't either. That's why I never.
But it's just.
That's why I never tried. But I would take a nice 46-year-old that looks solid.
Yeah. That's where it's at.
I'll do it. But then I'm not gonna lie.
That's where it's at.
As a man of quote unquote color, if I fuck a white girl, I gotta be real disrespectful.
Hella.
Like the white dudes
You have
be
to
in the
degrade
porno.
the shit out of it.
I gotta put the Timberland boot on her face, like bruh in the movies.
Yeah.
I gotta do that just for the people. For the people.
For the people.
You just gotta be like this too.
For la raza. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid. Ronnie? What's good
First of
pussy
all,
to you?
I don't like the question, you know that, but I'm gonna try my best. Listen,
Pizza's not like pussy,
to me,
right?
I was about to say that, and I always tell you that. Pizza, there's no bad pizza. To me, there's no bad pussy. Now what I'm saying by this is having bad pussy is better than having no pussy. So if you have one of those nights where you knock off a bad piece of pussy and you're like, man, that's the worst piece of pussy I've ever had. How was it? It wasn't too bad. I nutted, right? So, I mean, all in all. But to me, as far as like what is good pussy, I would consider it, and I'm going to go to this emotional side that you always fucking joke around. the more I care about a woman, the more emotional I'm involved with a woman, the better the pussy is. Now, what cracks me up is when you get these women that think their shit don't stink, so to speak, and it's like, Jesus Christ, man, I'm going to have to put a 4x4 to my ass, right? So I don't fall in this shit. I mean, there's some stuff out there that isn't as good as they think it is. And that's what cracks me up is how do these women, and I know it's because of the volume. A woman can get, any woman can get a man anytime she wants, we talked about. She can just go out and throw the line in the, pond and just nab something if she chooses to. But that doesn't make it good pussy. And so, to me, it's you guys talk about all the smell and all this kind of shit. I'm an old man. I can't smell fucking anything anymore anyway.
You smell some stank pussy.
I want something that I want something that's good to me, something that treats me right, something that's emotional. That is the whole overall game that makes, to me, the actual sex good. And so, to me, that's the most important part, is if I'm into you and I like you, it's going to be better than average right off the bat. If I'm just here just because we're ending a night, it might be good, it might not be. But get my heart involved, I think I'll enjoy it more.
Right, Mister. I've been laying and slaying during COVID. So, what is good pussy in your opinion?
Man, it's a very intricate answer. I will agree that the more emotionally involved that you are, the better that the pussy will be. You'll in some pussy that you love, you can come in 2.5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? In the first round.
Pussy that makes you tear up?
Pussy that
is
you...
that what you're saying?
Not tear up, but just pussy that you really care about this individual. You're heavily attracted to this individual. It's an intense moment. You can come quickly, which will be good pussy to you and maybe bad dick to her. Which is why women tend to fall for dudes who don't like them. Because dudes who don't like you are going to fuck you amazing. Because his dick is hard forever. Because, I'm just I'm thinking about this other bitch, but you're here right now.
That's a fucking funny point.
That's the truth. It's the truth. But good pussy, your smell does take a lot. Is a big factor. Look, I'm not like white pussy. There's some white pornos that I watch. I don't like it to be. I don't like white pussy bald because it just looks weird. It looks young.
It looks young.
Yeah, I don't like
it's
that.
Kind of rapey.
It turns me off.
At my age, that's really weird because I started back in the late '70s. I played in the jungle.
Bush, you play with the bush.
That's right.
I like hair.
Shit.
I like hair though. I do like hair.
I see something shaved completely, it scares the shit out of me.
It's like, bitch, am I changing a diaper right now? Yeah. I feel you on that. And then just how pink white pussy is, it just kind of it turns me off a little bit. I've tended to go with women who are more ethnic or just in general more darker. And then also, the answers that Ronnie had, I'm not picking on you, just he was the one right before me. All pussy is good pussy. That comes, I think as men, we need to have more respect on our dicks. We need to respect our dicks more, and therefore, for one, we probably wouldn't be fucking as many women. But for two, we take some of the power back because women already have the pedestal because they are the desired good on the market, if you will. No matter what you say, everybody loves women, whether it be straight men, whether it be gay men, whether it be trans men who are pretending to be or who feel like they are women. Everybody loves women. Women are, the metaphor that I have for women, it's almost like the music business. Women are the artists who are really driving the whole business, but then men are the corporate individuals who are benefiting from it all. You feel me? So the most desired good is the female. And it's fucked up that they're looked at as good. That's a different conversation. So if we have more respect for ourselves as men, then you can acknowledge that bad pussy for me is obviously if it smells and if I don't like the way it looks and all that. Sure, that's bad. But then also an entitled pussy, and what I mean by that is the worst pussy can come from the quote unquote baddest woman, the finest woman who has 1 million Instagram followers can have the most terrible pussy. Because she's lazy. Because she doesn't think that sex is an interaction between the two of us. She just stays there. Or she's not, you know what I'm saying? Or if, not even that, if maybe whatever she has to offer just isn't what you like.
She thinks all she has to do is be pretty.
Yeah.
There's that.
Bad rhythm. Have you ever had that bad rhythm, bitch?
Yeah. But there's that, and then it's also
sinking.
It's
subjective. Were you gonna kiss a girl and your front teeth clink?
No, I'm just talking about the in and out motion where you're like, That's not even sinking, and she
Just
does
tell
something off, and the
But
rhythm is off.
it's not
Tell her
all.
to quit moving.
A lot of times it is on, and I only say that because, you know, some women feed into the fact that any woman is going to get attention no matter what, just because, like I said, you're the most desired good. So it doesn't matter if you're the finest girl by society standards or you're the ugliest one. There's a way for you to get attention if you play your cards right and you know how the game works. But the problem is, as men, you know what I'm saying, we just give up our own power and put them up on the pedestal, and some women will feed into it. Not all. Women who know that who actually believe in themselves, they don't have to feed into the fact that all these dudes are looking at them. They're like, nah, yeah, I know, thank you, I appreciate it, but I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? The ones who feed into it, those are the ones who tend to give off worse sex because they just, I don't have to do nothing. But then also, it is subjective because a white girl could be doing the nastiest shit ever, all the nasty shit that I like, but if I just don't like the way her pussy looks, I don't like something that's out of her control that has nothing. Then
I talk about everything being
that droopy lip.
I talk about everything being situational though.
That too.
And what I mean by I had a couple years ago I had what I call a return phone call. Right, return keeps calling back every once in a while. What you doing this weekend?
The best, aren't they?
It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best sexually. However, it was better than being alone Saturday night. So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about.
But that's what I'm saying. We gotta take our self-respect. You gotta be okay with being alone. Take yourself on a date.
Fuck that. I'm getting laid.
I feel you on that, but I'm addicted to porn. So it ain't a thing. It ain't a thing for me to find my a
shake
good
his hand,
scene.
goddammit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're
I
talking.
got elbows.
But I had a buddy who's addicted to porn. I mean, he's in there knocking his own dick 8 times a day.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a woman tapping my dick.
But you also realize that not every woman is worth your dick. It's not worth it. Because sometimes,
fuck that.
because also, you gotta think about it like this though. You gotta think about it like this. No matter what, realistically, whenever we're having sex, how often does the STD conversation come up? How often does the last time you got tested question come up? Women obviously are more. It doesn't come up that much. Well, COVID now. Did you get a COVID test?
Yeah, I think
a little
that has something to do with it.
But for the most part, the conversation doesn't go up. So every time you're putting up a shot and it lands, you're taking a risk to put your life at risk. Granted, as men, once that dick is hard, we're not thinking with much else but that dick. So you're gonna take that.
Yeah,
The blood went from the brain.
But it's if you start to realize.
See, once again, we're talking about you young guys versus an old man. I'm an old man. I ain't got much life left.
That is true. That's a different perspective. But if you look at it as you know what, bro? Honestly, these bitches should feel grateful to be in Ronnie's presence. No matter
I feel like that.
Then you'll be. Then it'll.
I feel like that.
I don't have to
Ronnie.
take these opportunities.
Fuck these bitches.
But it's easier for a woman to realize her self-worth because honestly, if you got 1,000 dicks thrown at you in a month, you'd be like, no, these motherfuckers are corny, they're funny and all that. As a man, when you're the one who's always on the offense, when you're the attacker, because that's how society is made us to be, you're always like, shit, I'm just gonna shoot my shot and see which one lands. But if you take a step back and read as a quarterback progresses in their career, once they get older, they realize, the game becomes slower. I can read the defense a little bit. I don't have to throw in the flat. I can actually hit the post.
You never see an old running quarterback.
That too, yeah. So it's like once you realize that, exactly. Once you realize that, you can sit in the pocket, read. The flat is open right now. That'll give us 2 yards. Tom Brady gonna look, holy shit. The safety is reading over here. The post is open. That's a touchdown. Boom. You feel me? But we, as men, because women have the option. Any day of the week, a woman could take on numerous dicks. As a man, like we said before.
If she chooses.
That's what I'm saying. If she chooses, because she has so many options. As a man, your options always feel like they're few and far between. And so because they feel like they're few and far between, if you don't realize that it's just a feeling, then you're just going to act on whatever comes available.
My question here for you fellas about good pussy is, I believe part of having good pussy though too might be that girl that does that. I always say, if you've got that one move that I've never seen on somebody else, that might be good pussy. Where I'm like, some girls have like a swivel fucking move where I'm like, bitch, I ain't never seen nobody do that. Or some women are good on the upper
half. That's what I'm saying.
Some women are good enough to do that kegel only on the up motion.
To
you know what I mean?
The word that
fucking
comes
just
to
grab
mind
the
is
dick.
willingness. If you're more willing to do things, than somebody else might be, your pussy obviously jumps
but then
a whole grade up. You went from a C- to a B+,
yep.
because you're willing to do crazy weird shit.
That's why I say, although it doesn't always happen, when you have that conversation, what don't you like? What do you like? What is okay to say? What isn't okay to say? If they're willing and open to have this conversation with you, and she be like, you know what? I like being called a bitch. I like being spit in my butt. I like all this shit.
See,
whatever it may be.
It's called a car wash.
Then it's like, cool. Now I could do everything that I want to do. If you have that conversation, you can get to good pussy a lot quicker.
See, to me, it's just like life. In life, you fucking choose to be happy, or you choose to be fucking miserable all the time.
A lot of it is choice.
And so
Not
when
all,
you're having sex, you either choose to enjoy it or you choose not to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And this is the way I look at it. If you're with a woman and you're comparing her to the last woman, you're already fucking setting you and her up for failure. So to me, when I'm having sex with a partner, I don't give a fuck what you've done in the past. I don't give a fuck what I've done in the past. I'm spending my time and attention enjoying you. That's why, to me, I don't believe there's anything like bad pussy. I'm going to show you the best times I can. You show me the best time you can.
You gotta respect yourself.
And we're
I'm
going
gonna give you
to
some of my ex-girlfriend's phone
and
number.
we're going to enjoy each other. That's the thing.
I'm piggybacking off of that. Say that one
You
more
can't
time.
appreciate that. Just spending time enjoying each
No,
other.
I do, because I've been in situations where I know what you've done in your past. But bitch, why you was a hoe there and now you want to be prude with me? I want you to be a slut with me,
reborn
just
with me,
like you
bitch.
was a slut with the dude you just met this
All of
night
a
in the park.
sudden.
Come on now,
All of a sudden.
it
That's
turns
bad
me.
pussy right
It
there.
turns me on that you're capable of taking it there.
Yeah, let me
It
spin
may
it
hurt
out.
my ego that you did
Okay,
with somebody
let me spin
else,
this. How do you
but I
know-
want that too.
How do you know she was a slut with him? Because you
He
believe it.
told
No,
me.
if
You
if
believe
she
it.
told
And
me,
you believe
He
what he
called
said.
me right when he was there. He said, I spit in her butthole.
You
either
believe
he
what he said?
or if she told me,
Oh.
if she's told, I've had situations
Because
where
men
women
talk more
about,
shit than women, you know,
Of
about
course,
that
men
stuff.
talk more than women.
Equal.
Well, now women be talking a lot of shit. We
Equal.
just don't know what the group text messages look like.
Because every guy tells you how he's hung like
I
a fucking
guarantee
horse
you.
in the last 4
Honestly,
hours, right?
I've been in situations where my boys will find out years later that I fucked old girl that everybody knew about and whatnot. I'm not going. What do I need to tell y'all who I'm fucking for? Because the way men work, we're opportunists. So if I'm telling you, yo, this is good ass pussy, blah blah blah, they gonna try to jump on it. And if I'm not ready for you to jump on it, women do the same shit. But if there's no point, it's not an insecure thing. It's just understanding the game. I understand the nature of man. Man is a horny individual in every species, whether it be lions, whether it be humans, whether it be monkeys, whatever the fuck it is. As a male, testosterone drives us to this point where we are hypersexual. Women are just as hypersexual, but they have outside factors that limit their ability to be hypersexual. When they are hypersexual, they have to be to a fucking euphoria level of acceptance with themselves because they don't care what society thinks. Otherwise,
like Madonna.
yeah, otherwise society is so strong that a woman deep down will be like, you know what? I want to do some quote-unquote slutty shit because it turns me on, but if I do it, then that fucks up my cultural capital, then I'm going to lose my respect.
You know, there's a
and
lot
so
of
on and so
research and
forth.
statistics that back that up. There's like me and Rick being in the medical field. There's articles that talks about women can get pregnant easier when they're wanting to get pregnant, and they orgasm easier, they open up easier because they're doing all this.
You ever had a kid you didn't want?
Hey, let me tell you what. I have one kid, and I want her. She's the best thing that ever happened to me.
No, I'm talking about you want her once she's here. but once
However,
before.
However, I can't name you one baby that was born on Trust Me.
Ah, man. It's, of course
You know,
you
trust
love
me,
your
I'll-
and
trust
you
me,
love
I'll
your
pull
baby
up.
once it's here.
Yeah.
But before it's like, damn, bitch, for real, you always said that you wasn't gonna keep it.
That
Now,
was 31 years ago. I'm sorry, baby. Sorry, honey.
keeping it a buck, man. It's just feelings. That's all it is. If we can acknowledge our feelings and discuss them in a mature way, then we could be in a better situation in society.
And there's an old song, man. I'm gonna shut this off in one song. Love the one you're with. Just love the one you're with, man.
But I want
Love
the
yours.
other one.
You want the other
That's
one.
the
Yeah?
tough
I
part.
want her friend.
But she want the other one too.
I want her
That's another
friend.
part that's hard to realize. A lot of women will settle in the relationships too. Like, damn, I want Ronnie, but he's a slut, so I'm gonna go settle for Kev.
All right, you guys. It's your boy Rick James. I'm back in the camera only because I've been wanting to hear what the women are going to say on this question. We asked the men, now it's time for the women. What makes for a good pussy? Please describe it for me. What makes for good pussy? I'm going to let you go ahead and answer first, Amy.
I guess there's a variety of factors when it comes to good pussy. So like the men we were talking about earlier, smell is definitely important. There's research that goes on pheromones. If someone doesn't smell right, if their pH is off or something, like a woman, if they take care of themselves and their hygiene is good, then they're gonna know when something's off. So that's really important. Smell goes into the leading up to it, the sexual tension. So if you're having sexual tension and you smell a little something, yeah, that's not nice. But also for good pussy, I feel like there's also skill and technique and sensual and a sensation that you get from it. So if you're not getting a sensation from it, I mean, you could get sensation just by being touched, like not even by getting to that far. So it depends on how far you're getting. Like if you're bringing in a new skill, if you're bringing in something that they never had before, or they never experienced, then obviously it's going to be considered good. What do you think, Meg?
Totally agree with you. And I mean, I think the smell is the first thing, you know. If you smell, I can't even imagine. I mean, for me, I love that part of me. I take care of it. I want to make sure it's clean, and I'm not going to be doing any crazy things up there that is going to, you know, there's a lot of cute guys too. I mean, I have to say that sometimes I want to do, but then, you know, I have to step back and think about it. Because I love that part of my body. And like I was saying earlier, maybe that's the reason why I'm quick and having an orgasm, because I take care of my pussy.
Yeah.
And a good pussy needs to be taken care of.
That's right.
Praise the Lord.
Say it again for the
Praise the
people
Lord.
back.
Say it louder. Say it
So you're
proud.
saying that faithful pussy is good pussy. That faithful pussy is good pussy, right?
Yes. And you have to be faithful to yourself. I mean, that's one of your most, besides your brain, you know, of course, you know. And I don't think you have to be looking great to have a nice pussy. You just have to take care of it. I mean, it's something very important on your body. And if you don't take good care of it, it's going to end up being, I don't know how does it look nice, because I'm not bisexual. I don't go looking at other pussies, but.
Do you want to see mine? So tell me how mine looks.
That's for the next episode.
That'll be next episode.
Okay. I just know that it has to. And I mean, you have to do your exercise. You know, you have to take care of it, and that's for me. That's a good pussy. Taking care of it.
To bounce back off what Max says, yes, I believe in order to have a good pussy, it's gonna be faithful. Like, you know, when you're having sex and your man's like, this is my pussy, you gotta know with confidence that's your fucking pussy. You know what I mean? Yes, bitch, that's your shit. You know what I mean? And if it's just like your home. You gotta take care of your home. You know what I mean? You don't want a dirty ass house, so don't have a dirty ass fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Don't be nasty with your shit. Don't let you don't let anybody into your home, do you? So don't let anybody into your house. This is your temple. That is your body. That is something that you gotta keep sacred and keep right. Because the more people that are in it, the more turfed it's gonna be, the more rancid you're gonna look. Like, this is gonna be hurt, bro. Like, you don't want to be known that, you know, that bitch is on the streets. That bitch is over here doing this and doing that. Because not only does it implement who you are, but I'm sure most of us got dads, you know, and kids, and somebody that we idolize. You don't want your name going around like, damn, dude, oh, that's your homegirl, like, damn, that shit's hella hurt. You know, that's your girl. Damn, well, I hit that shit, and let me tell you, it wasn't good, you know, and that shit was nasty, and my homie had a taste of it too, because I told him how it was, and he got curious about it, so he went to go hit it too, you know? You gotta be confident in that, you know, that that's your shit, and, you know what I mean, that you love yourself and value yourself, that you're not just gonna throw it around. Now, the way it tastes, I think that has a lot to do with it. You know what I mean? Pineapples.
And
it all goes with what you eat, though. That's what I feel like with health.
That's my safe word, pineapple.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's not mine. But it's just like, you gotta, what you put into your body all affects with how you feel, how you smell, how you taste, how you look, everything. So it's all chemistry. So I just try to eat what's right, try to stay fit, try to stay healthy, try to make sure that I'm, you know, my hygiene is kept up, and but most importantly that I'm being good to myself. So That's what makes, to me, is what makes good
I'm
pussy.
gonna go a little R-rated real quick. So Kevin was talking about Kegel muscles earlier, and I'll be honest with you. What's your perception on that? Because like
doing it right now.
Oh, I love it.
Got a quick
1, 2, 3, 4.
second.
Bitch, better start doing it right now.
only do it when I'm calling someone to be there at home.
Oh my gosh.
I do love singing, you know what I mean? So,
I need someone to practice with.
Well, the reason why
she was looking for a candidate. She said she needs practice.
I was like, wait, hold on, let me take a quick one and let me make a phone call. No, I'm doing
This is the whole side I've never seen of you, Max.
Sorry. See, I'm usually the quiet one. You guys have me opening up to these things.
She's
That's the
like,
reason why. See,
That's the whole goal.
She's probably too tired from orgasming all the time.
Right? She's orgasming right now. You fucking cream. Cream pie. Cream pie.
You're Kegel
Go ahead, Amy.
exercising, she's orgasming.
So what I was trying to say earlier was there was a haha funny. I went over to my best friend's house, and there happened to be a pretty little pink toy on the table. I mean, on the bed, and I was like, "What's going on with those?" But mind you, I don't explore in that kind of area. I explore in other areas, but it was pretty funny. Like, what's going on with that? Obviously, I've seen it before.
Was it
But no, it wasn't
It's
a
a Kegel
dildo.
weight.
See, they were Kegel weights, and I had never seen them before. And I'm like, okay, well, what is this? And she's like, oh yeah, these are Kegel weights. Da 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 da. Long story short, I ended up getting them for my birthday, and it was super funny that like we had that little joke between us. But it is very important. Like back to what Kevin said, it's so important that you do that, because even guys have that. So it's crazy that people don't even understand that, but it's so important when it goes into having good sex. Like if you can control your muscles down there, like you're having a lot more, you're feeling a lot more, let's just say that way. Yeah.
And we're going to be
I think-
selling, in my opinion, podcast Kegel weights. They're coming soon.
a discount, please. No, I have it already. Of course,
So what do you guys
know.
think though about, now that you're talking about toys and exploring and all that good stuff, like
Yes.
would you want your person, like, what do you think about dildos and all that crazy shit, bro? Do you think using dildos is like good for your pussy, or do you think it torments it, makes it worse, and like it's stretching you out? Like, I feel, for me, I've never used a dildo, and I don't want to. Like, why the fuck am I want to stuff something in there that isn't even a fucking man dick? I'll use a vibrator, you know what I mean, or whatever, but like, I'm not gonna snap something more if it's fucking not for my mate. You know what I mean? What do you think about that?
Her face said it all. She's all, I got a suitcase full.
Closet.
I got a suitcase.
No, but I do think I mean, I'm not gonna, in that perception, I as a woman, I understand where you're coming from. Like I think that way, but then when you're in a relationship, like there are certain things that you do get a kick off of what they get a kick off of. So like there are certain things that you would have never considered, and then you see that they like it, and like how Ronnie was talking about earlier, having that conversation. I'm not one for having like a sexual kind of conversation. I'm a, let's try it, let's see what happens. Let's try it, let's see what happens. So for me, if I see that like it turns them on or something, then obviously we can open that and we can explore that. And there might be things that we never even tried that both of us want to try, and then that brings into a good pussy, because you're trying different things with that person, and it brings a whole different element that you didn't even realize was capable. You know, so I think that's.
What do you think, Max?
I did not say whether I use them or don't use them.
Yeah, right. Without saying that I use it or not use it, I mean, hey, everything is, you know, like if that's what you want, that's what you're gonna do. If you want to experiment, that's fine with it. I don't have any problem with somebody else doing it. I'm not gonna say whether I use it or not. I was just saying that.
I'm not
it's
going to say
okay.
if I use them, but could you guys remind me to get some batteries when I leave here?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't like that. Let me get back. What was the thought again? No, I think it's okay. I mean, it's okay. It depends. Maybe someone needs to have that. They don't want it. They broke up in a relationship and they're not ready for the next one, and they wanted to have a toy. That, you know, there's needs, and it's better to, how can I say it? If that is gonna make you feel better, it's okay. It's okay to have one at home. It's okay to use one. If you're not ready to go out there and find a guy, maybe, I don't know.
Well, in my opinion, in order to have a good pussy, you ain't gonna want to stick nothing up in that bitch until you're ready to have some sex, because you want it to be as nice as possible.
No, but you do have to try it.
Yo, it's your boy Charlie Murphy, my main man, Rick James. That's the one you think, the comedian Rick James. Get up on him.